Nah, I'm gonna film JCI people.
Summer, I kind of just like poured so much concrete, bro. You broke the story. It was about as bad. Not like the
It's a big class tonight.
Yeah, no, actually
Pretty big.
it was probably lower.
We're live right now, Adrian. Talk to chat.
Hey guys, you see a pretty big class right now. See if we have any room. We do. We have the second room, the little sauna room that I like to call, or hoe room.
The hot box.
Oh,
That's a good name for it.
That's a good name.
I just came up with it.
Kind of like it.
Maybe it'll stick.
I'll help you spread it out.
Fuck yeah. This room is the hot box.
A hot box room.
You feel the steam when you walk in.
You couldn't even feel it through the camera.
Yeah, it's starting to fog up.
Yep.
I was pretty burned for you. Joe would like show something on that.
Say hi to chat, Ronan.
I check.
Nah, I'm filming them for JCR.
They're gonna win.
So let's get started for our advanced class. We're going to be doing a similar format to earlier in the week. So anyone trained on Tuesday, you're probably familiar with it. We're going to do 3 rounds of our stand-up work, some hand fighting. Then we're going to get into some guard retention drills that really warm your body up. And then we're getting into the bulk of our training, which is going to be our side pins, escape games. We'll progressively get more and more open as we train. So by the end of it, it'll be open training. Okay, so short section quick. Everyone knows the game. We'll show it. Hand fighting. The goal is get behind your partner, put their hands on the floor, and shoot them a leg past the line of your hips. Besides that, just no guard pulling, no tackling, and no throws. So you shouldn't be using your hips to try to throw your partner or diving at their legs at any point. Just learn how to hand fight, get comfortable with it. And if I get behind them, it's like a win. If I can somehow cover my partner's head and shoulders, it's a win. Or if I can get his leg past the line of my hips, will count as a win. Questions? Grab partner on your side. Let's go. We can use both rooms. Ready. Big guy. Big guys. I'm big guy now. Little people sitting here, maybe with us. Don't worry, the camera side. First kid. All right, guys.
Partner?
I got you.
Ready, starting at 3, first round, starting at 2. And go. More space in here for me. Little bit. Easiest takeout I've ever seen. Balance this way, have some fun, warm up. Have your destinations in mind, break your sweat, warm up. Play. Good hand fighting, get outside the elbows. This sounds good. Five, 20 seconds, grab another partner, don't be shy, need a friend. Big people together, little people together. Say hi. 20 seconds. Ready, high five, fist bump. Go. Time's up. Remember your goal. Be smart. Fight toward the destination. Go behind. I think
Yeah, he's got cut.
come here, cut man. Sit out this round. 3, 2, 1, time. Last round, warm up on your feet. Take your 20 seconds. Grab everybody. Taking care of each other.
I'm pretty good, but I gotta get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Ready? Last round, round 3, last one. I'll jump in this one. live stream. 3, 2, 1, time, guys. Please stop touching the wall. That's last week. If you were here and you saw the wall break, and this week you're still running into it, stop. Yes, it's you. No. Oh, no way. No. Rocco, you're the worst then. Rocco, you're over there from now on. Guys, next drill. We're doing what we call like mobility guard passing. So from the top player's perspective, they're going to stay on their feet the whole time. Her only goal is to keep the feet off of herself and around my guard. She's not trying to pass, so at no point should you really be pinning your partner. You're just trying to maintain an angle. Bottom player, my goal is to consistently keep my feet somewhat intact with my partner, maybe even entangling my partner, with the goal of sitting her down to her butt. As many knockdowns as possible. If I knock her down, start again. I can be seated, I can be supine, okay? Top player, you should be confident getting into the scramble, into the exchange, versus just running away. So if I'm trying to entangle, she just backs up. She wants to be confident going into these connections and try not to fall. Work on your confidence here. Okay, pummeling, keep going, and get to your angles. Good. I'm going to try to reconnect and try to sit my partner down. Any questions? Top and bottom. Okay, let's go.
I can't fix it now. But
Don't hit the wall, it'll fall on your head. Ready!
take it off the live stream.
Right now, turn it off. Good. 10 times like this. I always think it's ready! If it falls, Oscar's to blame. Ready? 3, 2, and go!
Is there an RMMA?
Get me.
He said he does want to go.
What are you doing? Doesn't work. What are you doing? Guys, this is still the warm-up. If you're too tired to train, wrong class. Bottom player connect, off balance, top player control the feet, create angle. Work on your footwork, try not to fall. Fall, get back up, try again. Bottom player, control the feet. Control both feet. Top player, don't let them connect you in any meaningful way. Just keep disconnecting, disentangling. Top players, develop some coordination. 3, 2, 1, top, time, top to bottom, switch it up. Time, top to bottom, switch it up, starting in 5, starting in 4, 3, 2, and go, same thing.
I don't know if that's part of it. Okay.
You do the perfect.
Looking good, guys. 30 seconds. Top player creativity. Move. Get confident. Get into the position. Control your feet. Don't fall. Bottom player. More off balance. More destabilization. Sit them down. Nice, Kyle. Keep the pace. Last time, same game, another partner. Last time, same game, another partner. 30-second break, same game, another partner. Someone around your side, big people, little people, same game.
When I can, yeah.
I need one.
Oh, man. Oh, he's dead. Yeah.
We'll need
I'm gonna lay down on him.
I'm poor guy, baby.
Ready! Starting in 3! Starting in 2! Or knockdown. Your knockdown. Entry to knockdown. Nice. Wait, try some ideas. Come on, get your legs in. Keep working. 10 seconds. Last one up round, top to bottom, same game, starting in 5. Starting in 4. 3, player 2, ready, high five. And go.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your friends to get with my friends.
My man. Top player, stand your feet, get off your knees. Hold your legs, fall down, get back up. Keep your hands too. Grab ankles, grab wrists, where your neck is. Time, guys. Good work. Thank your partner. Sip of water if you need it. Let's bring it in. We'll explain our rounds and what we're going to do. Remember, it'd be better for us just to explain the entire day, the day that we're going to have here. That way we don't have to bring it in between rounds. So pay attention. Pay attention now. It's pretty simple. The first 2 rounds, and we're going to break it into 2 rounds always, meaning we're going to go with 2 different partners for everything, okay, except for the end. So this first set is side control only, as in starting position, you can make a standard crossface underhook connection. He can start with no frames, he can start with frames, that's up to you guys and how difficult you want it to be as the bottom player. But from here, if I can take a scoring position like taking a mount, or any type of behind the elbows chest to back. So turtle is a win in this example. He turns and I'm behind his elbows for 3 seconds. This is a loss. He has to reset and start again and try to get a different outcome. for the first round, that's the idea. Keep going. If I'm in front of the elbows, he still has an opportunity. But if he allows me to get behind his elbows for 3 seconds, we're going to count this as a loss for the game. But he has that opportunity to roll and try to win the game based on what his goals are. So top player, I'm trying to mount. I'm trying to take the back. Also, submissions are always in play. So if there's a submission opportunity, play through the submission. Hope that makes sense. Bottom player, we need to escape. So the escapes only have a few outcomes. He could reverse the position. If that ever happens, of course, reset and start again. He has to get into some type of double leg guard, meaning both legs involved. Here would be an example of that. I'm between both of his knees. Here is not an example of that because I'm still chest to chest. But if he gets his outside knee across my chest, both legs are involved, this wins. We'll reset and start again. And of course, like we did that kind of wrestle up idea, here you guys can end up, if we even stand and everything happens, he still has to win top position. If we end up like breaking away from each other or whatever, reset and start again. That's an escape as he separates from us. Is there any questions? So we'll do our top and bottom, and we'll rotate partners doing the same game. Sit up, please. Sit up, please. Thank you. Sit down. The next set, guys, we just add more dominant positions for the top player, but the bottom player stays the same. For example, I take them out, we'll keep going. Take the back, we keep going. Essentially what we do on Friday for anyone who knows like a dominant round. Okay? And then the final round, we just start there, and it's open train. Just so we all kind of get this. I'll call it out so you guys don't forget it. So let's get back with a partner we can work with. Is there any questions about the goals? Let's do it.
Everyone understood 100%.
We'll find out.
Well,
Side control.
I'm gonna listen.
Buddy.
I'm gonna listen.
Oh, Hector's here.
Yeah, I got you. Set. First round, chest to chest. Starting in 3. Starting in 2. And go.
Gave it to me.
Get out, reset. Final 30 seconds, keep working through the bell. Time, 20-second break, top to bottom. 20 seconds, top to bottom. Time to play, don't let them out.
Tighter than a mouse's ear, Joey.
You hear that? Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time, guys, time. Let's grab another partner. Grab another partner. Let's rotate. Get a different body for a different feel. Different body for a different feel. Grab another friend. Don't be shy. Try 20 seconds. The same game, guys. Chest to chest only. Back up to the mountain. Ready. Starting in 3. Starting in 2. And go.
No, you're good.
More feedback. Keep working. If you get out, do it again. More reps, more practice. Calm. Go again. Go again. Final minute here. Hold it. Put it back on the floor. Get that turn with the legs. Easy ride. Good work. Here you can. Good work. Nice, good work. 30 seconds. Well done, take your break, top to bottom. Last round like this, guys, last round like this. Take your break, top to bottom, last round like this. Cover, play with two, cover. And go. Time's up. Bottom footer, make it happen. Double connection, underhook, try to get up, try to get out. Top player, work on your attack, try to get the mount, get in the back. Use north-south, use the on belly. I'm going. Practice your skills, bottom player. Have a game plan in mind. You're in a bad position. What's the plan? Walk that arm out every time. Don't let him fully mount. Don't let him score. Jack, keep that foot trapped and hold it. Hold it. Get in. Keep going. No score yet. No score yet. Good. For 10 seconds. Time, guys, time. Guys, let's change up the game again. If you remember, now it's the same starting point, but we're just opening up the top player's attack. So if you get in the mount, keep going. If you take the back, keep going. If you're the escape artist, you can use that to your advantage. If someone mounts, now figure out how to escape the mount. The game is the same for the bottom player. If you escape, you get to try it again. You get more feedback, keep working on it. 30 seconds. Starting in 20. Same person, doesn't matter. Grab someone around your size. As long as it's someone around your size. Ready? If you're with someone too small, too big, mix it up. Why don't you guys mix it up? Ready? Starting in 3. Yep, same game, but now you can take them out. You take it back. Keep going. Bottom player escape and reset. Time's up. Is this the reset?
Right. Go ahead.
Top player takes a chance to take the mount, take the back. Play seconds. Time. Take your break, top to bottom. Take your break, top to bottom. Set. Cover. Ready? 3, 2, go.
Yeah. Got fun. Under a minute.
Same, what's that last one? Last one, guys. Final go.
Should we go on the wall?
Last one. Guys, if someone wants to go with you.
I can go.
Ready? Last one, guys. Same game. Top players staying off there.
Should we go over there?
Last round like this, guys. Top to bottom, on the floor, down top. Cover, set, last one. 3, 2, and go. Top to bottom. Will, you're on top the whole round. Take all the things. Get him out, bro. Keep going. Good guys, let's go. Stay back on top. Hey, the work, stay on top, stay in the down, go on out. Last minute. Cramp it up. Oh, you got cramp your style.
That is my style, cramping. Show Mikey how it's done.
Time, guys. Let's finish up. Good. You can stay with the same person you want to come around your side. Slide controls the starting position, but no reset. So wherever it goes, just keep going. If you escape, keep going. If they mount, keep going. If there's a submission, reset to the same person on top. Ready. Starting in 10. Starting in 3. Cover. Starting in 2. And go. Live go from side control. Time's up. Keep going. Unless there's a submission, keep going. Tony, use it. Nice, Will. Good job. Nice. Final minute. Thirty seconds. Bottom's on top, last round. Starting in 10. Ready, cover.
Drink too much caffeine for a while.
2, and go.
Yeah. That weird.
Work out, keep going. Under a minute. Intelligently, plan. 30 seconds. Three, two, one, time. Final go, guys. Go through this round. Final go, guys. Final go. Final go. It's just a 3-minute round. Neutral wherever you want to start from your feet. Open guard. Close guard if you want. Knowing it's a start and side control, one of the goals should be get your dominant position. 3-minute round, starting in 5. Sure, yep. 3, 2, last one. Show respects, high five. Put it all together. Last 2 minutes of work. So Drake, you working out? Alright, way to stick to him. Good job, Jalen. That's like really not shooting. Hey, there it is.
You train here?
Great job, guys. Well done. Guys, take a minute, stretch out. If you gotta go, no stress. You gotta leave, guys. Thank you. Guys, take a minute, stretch out.
You should
listen
do
up.
an interview with Terry. I want to feel like
Opportunity
just
to
yeah,
ask
yeah.
Tom's questions, starting first with the idea of seeing bad conditions. So if you were struggling from the bottom, you can identify problems, or if you're having a lot of success, can you identify
Just when does the top knee come in as an idea?
Yeah.
I get on my side, I use the top knee.
A lot of people using it.
Yeah, I use it sometimes just to make space for the bottom knee sometimes. You know, I'm just wondering when that comes in.
I've heard Lucas Kennard specifically talk about inverting.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That was the conversation I was going to have about it. Is think of it like we talked about guard recovery and guard retention, and using the top knee and elbow connection versus, or say
I
far
remember
side.
you teaching that last module when you taught this last
It's just
time.
this visual, guys. I think it's cool to see. So obviously, this is like the low-hanging fruit. Everyone needs to understand how to get their near side knee and elbow connected. This is going to be something that you'll use for the rest of your grappling life. But there's going to be times where maybe the only connection you can create, even sometimes away from your partner, is a knee elbow connection on the far side. And this oftentimes is the case too, where you're turning towards your partner and you get your knee elbow connection here on the far side. And this is great for inverting. So if I start now building height, I start converting and rolling, and look how I can bring them back between my legs. Now, in terms of like when and why and how, these are so many fun questions to think about. But like, I get a lot of times where people shelf my near side leg, or like he brings me in, and all I can get is here.
Cool.
Like we talked about last week, I think we talked about on Tuesday, right? Is being careful of the person who's willing to drop back. So anytime I bring this leg in, my concern is him willing. Okay, he takes a will approach and boom, locks and drops.
I like that a lot too, because sometimes when the bottom knee is also close, I feel like I always capture the bottom knee as well.
Yeah.
Like, and as I'll get the Achilles grip, and then just go to single leg X, and then you
legs.
can't spin.
So there's a huge risk, is at least in my opinion, if you're on bottom this side, and he's consistently bringing his far knee inside. Yes, I just think this is actually really risky.
Well, I mean, but I think it goes like we were all talking about, like inverting on a leg lock. If
I
he
still
starts
do
to
it,
invert
yeah.
as you do that,
So yeah, if you're willing to play the game, if
Yeah.
you're confident in your leg exchanges, your leg pummeling game, as I try to go for this, Logan can invert underneath, his head goes through, and now we're playing this seated game, and maybe he wins this whole exchange. It's a world that if you haven't explored, you're not gonna win it. Just like it's a world that you've never pummeled on your feet, you never wrestled in your life, and you go and wrestle with someone who's been spending their life doing Greco-Roman wrestling, you're not gonna win it just being like, I've seen the video. I'm gonna just like lock up and I'm gonna try to throw the person. Same thing here. You watch a video of leg locks and you think we're gonna like drop back and win this exchange against someone who's been here, so you're gonna end up losing, and you're probably gonna get an injury. So like long-term development, of course, play the game because that's what we're doing here, and you should trust the partner goes for something, tap, no big deal, tap, try again. But just pointing out that idea that I do believe, not that I can't drop back on the near side, I can, but much easier for him to defend than the far side, because it's harder for me to go this way and control both legs. Here, oftentimes he can now turn and get out. Whereas if he gives me the far side leg, now I've got both of his legs. He tries to turn, tries to go anywhere. I have both legs in control, so I definitely do think there's some risk involved, but again, the inversion is great. So I don't really have a great answer on when, though. Cool. Something for you guys to explore. Just know, like, I'm struggling, really struggling to get a far side underhook, and I'm struggling to get a near side knee and elbow connection. I might take that risk where I essentially turn completely and bring this knee, to bring my knee here. I feel pretty confident he's not going to be able to get to my back, so he tries to jump over my hook, blocking here, and I can either invert and roll if I control this arm, or I can use it just to heist and get back to my guard. So cool combination. Any other thoughts on observation?
I had some success getting to like a modified octopus from side control, just on my shoulder, and then I post my top side hand, usually stiff arming their hip actually.
This
I
hand?
thought, left hand, yeah. I found more success doing that.
Awesome.
Then I would usually just stick to my feet.
So this
or,
idea, like some people call it octopus jaw, whatever you want to call it, this reverse underhook, in a way, this is great to build height. So this becomes a game of scramble, and with no gi, sweat, athleticism, if you're confident in your ability to move faster than the person on top of you, you should always invite this game. Because that's all it is. Whoever has head height, he tries to bring his head above my head, I win the game. But if you are, let's just be honest, if you're the less athletic person versus the more athletic person, playing that game is usually going to result in him winning that scramble, but these are the games we play. Live and die by them. So looking at that idea again, is if I can get inside, let's talk a little bit more. If I can get inside my partner's cross space, we talked about taking maybe a little bit more of a safer approach of using this tricep post and like recovery. But instead of posting, what if I just started to go height? Like Will saying, he's posting on the hip and heist up. Maybe you're playing just to get your knee to that post instead. If you're more of a supine guard player, not like in a closed guard, taking the back.
I feel like a few people would like counter pressure in, and then it would create almost like I could kind of move them because they were pressuring in.
Yeah, that positive connection of pushing. As he pushes into me, he'll get up and really easy. If he retreats away, I also can get up easy. So it's like win-win once I touch his hip. So, as a top player too, just as a awareness, because hopefully we're learning obviously how to pin people when we're studying all this stuff. But if he's taking that approach here, it's just about covering the hips. If I consistently cover his hips, I'm pretty confident right now. Like where you're gonna heist up, it's like land up on his back. But if he can keep his knee tight and I can't get to that leg, this becomes a scramble that is pretty fair. Anything else? Any other thoughts about speeches? Or?
What's the main dilemma that you should be focusing on as like the top player?
To prevent what? The escapes?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say, guys, and this is my opinion on it, like I love side control. I feel like I get there often, obviously, from guard passes, and I like to try to go for a submission. So, but the reality is it's not a good pin. And you guys can kind of understand why. Mechanically, it's the weakest pin we could possibly have because my hips are uninvolved. If I just hold someone with my arms, trying to hold someone with my arms, anything I try to do, let's say I wanted to punch him, if this is MMA, it's going to result in him escaping. If I want to try to submit him without using my legs, whenever I let go, he's going to escape. So it's one of those positions that maybe I'm really strong and I get past my partner's frames. It's just this like stubborn pin. So my recommendation, just speaking some logic into this position, is you've got to get your legs involved. And does that mean we have to mount? Not always, but the mount would be the best expression of that. So now my hips are pinning my partner so I can start posturing and attacking with my arms. But another version of that would be us recruiting our legs to trap an arm, or trap a head, turn him on the side. Now my legs are involved in pinning him, so my arms are free to attack. Okay, I think that's, when you say dilemma, that's the role I'm trying to put, is get my legs involved in the pin. It could even be retreating somewhat back. If we're talking about the rule set, retreating back into the legs is not a bad plan. Maybe I get to side control just to get upper body control, and then I'm willingly able to go into my partner's half guard to keep him pinned and stuck so I can start going forward towards more dominant positions. Don't think of it as backwards when you go into legs. If backwards is giving him the ability to create distance and space. So that's where he can attack. I guess that's the one. Do you have anything to add to that idea?
I mean, I know you and me just play opposite. You like to stay standard. I like to stay modified, and it's always just funny to me to think because I don't like wrestle and it's like more for people to get up, but I find the ability to trap their arms and go north south a lot more. I feel like I get more offense from doing that.
I'll see if I can translate that idea because we have a way of talking that maybe people don't know. He's saying standard versus modified. What I prefer is I like an actual pin that results in probably me going to the mount. If we're fighting, it's what I want.
Yeah.
Whereas he's talking about the idea of switching his arm alignment so that he's not focusing on the head and shoulders and he's focusing on the hips. So if I'm here and I feel like he's getting his knee and elbow close together, I might switch to this type of alignment so I can move it to north-south. Okay, and now the pin is more hip dominant. It's my arms versus hips. And again, I'll argue that north-south is not a good pin mechanically. It's still your arms hugging someone.
Yeah.
But different opportunities.
Encouraging him to take their back off the floor to try to go so I can take their back.
Encouraging him to turn because he always can. And if you're someone who likes hunting the back, that might be your opportunity.
I do go there too.
Yeah, that tends to be. I don't know why my standard sucks again.
And guys, I'll say too, like the meta in general, like passing, I guess passing success is getting higher. There's really only two ways to pass nowadays. I guess is kind of what I'm saying. You can pass by either going into half guard and controlling their head and shoulders somehow, and then passing, which is what I'm saying I like. Which is what I'm saying is my side control game. Maybe I get side control, but I don't really care about keeping it. But it's just me trying to eventually go to the mount. Or you never get there because he's so good at framing, so you take what Kyle's saying, which is always kind of run into this modified pinning, which is north-south. And then maybe you're trying to trap arms down the road, or you're letting them turn and you're creating that scramble, taking it back. And or They're like leg locks. This is kind of maybe why. Is because it's like direct line to the legs. And or he recovers and I take the legs. Just don't give up on one of those different, if those are your two routes, I know we're getting into the conversation of guard passing, but you start realizing like everything we're studying is all connected, so it never, really separates completely. So just don't lose sight of that as a top player, so we should be able to modify and change our position from controlling the head to controlling the hips. Next week, just a forecast, we're gonna talk a lot about escaping from that, like, I guess worst case scenario of someone like pinning the hips completely. We gotta have good tactics from here that isn't just create a scramble and tornado and hope you get out without getting your back taken, which is what I do sometimes. It's like, man, you just gotta turn and get your back. But there's gotta be some better plans and maybe some strategies from there that we can kind of come up with. Any last thoughts, guys? Yes, sir.
I like, Kyle told it today, fishing for the underhook and grabbing that foot. That was working, but sometimes, especially Carlos, like he was really good at like sprawling that, so I couldn't reach it, and then I tried to go for the thigh and he did his leg out.
Yeah, great answers. Really quickly, what he's saying is what we taught this week, the latter half of the week, was all about the far side under being the secret to getting up. So of course, if I win this far side under, the prospect of getting up is super low. He has to turn away, that's pretty much it. But if he can get inside and underneath, he can have some safeguards versus submission. So of course, he just keeps reaching towards the ceiling really quick, so I see your hand, like, yeah. I could reach back and maybe grab his wrist, or I could step over the mount, or all these things, but if he can turn his hand and control my tricep, he takes a little bit of a safeguard here. As I try to grab, he can now snake to the ankle. When he gets to his ankle, he's got some success. So rewind. You're saying Carlos is good at using a wizard and sprawling back to try to grab my ankle with the left hand? Yeah. Or try to grab my ankle with the left hand? Really hard to get to. One bit of advice that we went over today at noon, I'll turn it a little bit for his view, is this is your opportunity to do what everyone tells you not to do, is finally put yourself in a crucifix. Reach the hand between the legs, and then use this hand, pull your head in tight, and then reach for the other leg. Use your hand just to show that. Use that hand to hand it off.
Ah, okay. Or do the half guard sequence like
Yes,
this.
of course, yeah. But like the idea, this is when you should crucify yourself. I know, right? This is when you can, because if we switch this around and I have the underhook and he does this, huge mistake. He gets the underhook and he does this, huge advantage. He now has two arms to pull me this way to get to my leg. All right, so understand this scoop my leg is huge. It's a great asset. I learned this in Serbia against the guy from Albajan. He won first place like 3 years in a row. He beat me in the first round. And I was like, I passed his guard at least 3 times. Every time he reached inside of my legs, like I was giving me a crucifix. I was like so excited, and he just kept grabbing my foot, stuffing it back up and grabbing it. And he just kept doing this. And I was like, if I was smart, I would have used my head and cleared his arm better, but I'm not smart, I'm stubborn. So I kept grabbing it, keep going. And eventually, like, I passed the guard, and he did what we were, and this is another lesson I learned, we talked about on Monday. He went over the head and gave an arm triangle type of positioning. Yeah. And then he used that to start building height, and he's controlling my knee, and I fell. Oh, shit. And that became the back kick sequence that happened, and I lost the weight. Bye, Colt. So, can we switch on one more time, guys? This is a great sequence that really clicked this morning at noon. So if I get my underhook, he could have a great pin. Let's say he's really cross-facing good, and I can't get up. This is my time to play a very dangerous game. Otherwise, it would be very dangerous. Where I can start reaching inside of his legs, what we're told never to do. I hope that he's like, oh, I'm going to do a crucifix, and he sits out. If he's smart, he's going to realize he doesn't have great control of my head, but I can start using my hands, even get heavy with his leg. I can eat it and start getting to the single leg coming up. So I think that's going to be a help. Whew, it's a lot of talking. How are we doing? Hey guys, nice work. Let's line up real quick. We'll bow. Great work, guys. You guys, this weekend we have a couple weekends. All this month is cool. So this weekend we have the Fight to Win. Kyle's the main event. Jesse, and who?
Greg Buck.
Mr. Buck. So we have a bunch of people if you want to come watch and still get tickets. And then what do we got?
2 weeks from now is the ADCC trials. We got people doing the open, we got people doing the trials. Can we talk about
Double gold?
Big guy?
Double gold, we'll do all the jiu-jitsu. Double gold, check out the calendar. We try to put this up there. Double gold is at the end of the month. These are all really fun, cool events. Try to support the team by coming and watch. And then MMA-wise, we'll give them a little hand. On the 18th, he's doing a title fight. Appreciate you.
I need my jacket.
Retta is true tag. True tag. True tag. Yeah. So essentially it's like something. It's like DLP. So like. Oh. Okay.
I'm not showering. Okay, I'll get that stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like.
I mean,
you'll shower.
I'll shower. I've never showered.
It's on the camera.
It is on the camera. That's really embarrassing.
But you don't have like the 4,000 calorie.
That's what I'm saying.
I used to have more. I've been better.
It's hard.
I've gone through an entire thing of Oreos.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, like
I'll do that and I'll just be like, fuck, that's like 5,000
I'm not
calories.
wild. I got it like more 190.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, I'd rather.
Oh, I know. That's so hungry.
What is it, 10,000? I got this.
What's it called? It's very strict. What's it called?
Did you eat before you come?
Are you is it third-party tested?
Oh, you
Endotoxins, heavy metals, all that. No, I'm not just like, oh, give me.
I've had a few patients that have gotten whatever the fuck online. And I ask a few questions. I'm like,
If I'm injecting something, yeah, I'm gonna make sure it's okay.
How are you?
That's good. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this. Yeah. Someone who like a cut. Yeah. Stay at like 170. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But like, yeah, no, I do feel lighter. Like I can't hold down people. Like
I felt it like when you were in top. It feels like
so
yeah.
Oh my god, God.
It's realistic because I won't like 10 pounds maybe.
Yeah.
10, 12 pounds.
I do feel like I'm upset. That's for sure. Like, it's like,
Well, I don't know.
yeah.
I have to check the weather report. Were we supposed to get a 20? Yeah. Do you remember that? And then all like the sun came out. It was beautiful. Okay, good. I got all my fancy nice soaps and because I have a much shorter drive than you.
Yeah, like, probably brags on me.
I took BPC 157 and TV 500 when I first did it 3 years ago. I don't think it helped. Okay. I don't know. It took like 5 months for me to train hard. Maybe it would have taken it.
I've got this.
I got like a,
I'm my too. I'm more of a
I've heard people source and like she doesn't have a family history of cancer. As far as I know, it's fine. I'm not a doctor.
that's the one thing. My knowledge
I found one study on humans doing direct retrospective over like 2 years, and it was 10 people, and 9 of them said they felt better. What the fuck is that? It's like it was like a 2-year survey. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, I feel better. My knee feels better. There's all knees. Like
versus placebo, like, come on.
and like half of them were like undiagnosed knee injuries. It's like you hurt your knee and then 2 years later after taking the peptide.
Mild.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? But in rats, it like regrows tendons.
Yeah.
So, I spent like $800 on it over 6 months or so. It's fucking expensive.
No, you can still get them good points. I would
Yeah, it's a good research.
Let me check my weight real quick. From the bench.
Next time I hurt myself, even though I don't try, it's a placebo, probably, but.
Because I'm not, you know.
Knock on wood, I'll never get injured.
Hopefully. No, I'll be attentive. It feels better. It feels better on my shoulder.